The new year is here, and it seems to have brought some really good news for FIlmora lifetime license holders, but also some really ominous news as well. Let's start with the good news. The momentum of everybody's voices coming together here and across social media seems to really have had an impact. Even some of the biggest creators on YouTube stood up and took notice. Linus Tech Tips, with over 15 million subscribers, featured our discussion on their live weekly analysis and news show, and they gave some of their own opinions about what they thought about FIlmora's lifetime license policies. A big shout out to LTT for helping us shine some more light on this particular situation. I'll put a time-aligned link to that down below in the description if you want to watch it later on. And it seems like the unstoppable momentum that all of us were putting together finally came head-to-head with what seemed like an immovable object. Yesterday, FIlmora broke from the narrative they've been sticking to so far, and it seems like for FIlmora lifetime license holders, it's been complete vindication. They've emailed all of their user base and took to Twitter publicly to make this announcement. Dear FIlmora users, regarding the lifetime license upgrade issue, we are determined to make things right, offering 2 compensation options. Please note that the free upgrade needs 2 weeks to process. For more information, you can contact our support team. And they provided a link to do just that. There were 2 different images attached to this tweet, and the first one read, Dear FIlmora lifetime users, we apologize for the confusion and frustration caused by the lack of clear license information on the FIlmora 9 purchasing page. We take full responsibility for this communication issue and are determined to make things right. To that end, we are offering 2 compensation options to affected FIlmora lifetime license holders, those who purchased a license since version 9 and before. They use the word since, which really means from that point forward, but I think what they meant was from anyone who had purchased a lifetime license from FIlmora 9 and before that time. Option 1, if you have not upgraded to FIlmora 12, you're eligible for a free upgrade to the latest version. Boom, there we go. FIlmora 12 is now accessible to anyone who had a lifetime license from FIlmora 9 or before. But wait, there's more. Option 2, if you have already paid to upgrade, you can either request a full refund or receive full access to FIlmora's effects and plugins for 1 year, valued at $99. We will automatically provide you with the free access to FIlmora's effects and plugins if you don't contact our customer support team within 1 month to choose your compensation option. So if you do have that lifetime license and you paid for that FIlmora 12 update and you want a refund, make sure that you go ahead and do that now, because they do have a 1-month deadline before they automatically apply that money towards a 1-year effects and plugins license. We value your decision to purchase a lifetime license from us and hope to continue being a partner in your creative journey. As a result, we will also offer to all affected users a free upgrade in the future. Twitter users immediately asked, do you mean that we'll be getting the FIlmora 12 upgrade only? And FIlmora was quick to reply that this meant you would be able to get upgrades to FIlmora 12, FIlmora 13, FIlmora 14 for the lifetime license holders as defined above. They also said this would take about 2 weeks for everything in their systems to start updating, so don't panic if you go to your FIlmora software now, try to update, and you have problems doing so. They need time to make these system changes, and I really appreciate them telling everybody that ahead of time. First off, I have to give a huge shout out not only to all the FIlmora lifetime license users who brought their voices together in unison, but to everyone out there who isn't currently a FIlmora user, but you brought your voice to the conversation and helped bring awareness to this situation. It seems pretty clear to me that because of all of you, this wave of public sentiment is what brought about this change. Each and every one of you made this happen. Secondly, I have to commend Wondershare FIlmora for listening to all of your voices and not making some half-hearted attempt at reconciliation. You gave lifetime license holders exactly what they were asking for, so thank you, Wondershare FIlmora. Okay, now on to the rest of their message. They included a second image that said the following. Thank you for your constructive feedback and suggestions. We are taking this opportunity to reflect on the matter and identify ways to improve. Awesome. That's really all of us really wanted in the first place. However, after reviewing the situation, nothing good ever starts with however. We have determined that some of the information shared on social media has been misleading. Yes, I agree, from you in particular. But we're all past that now and we're moving on, right? Wondershare FIlmora strongly condemns the behavior of spreading false accusations out of malicious intent, and we will take legal action as necessary. Really, FIlmora? You couldn't stop at the part where you offered an olive branch, took full responsibility for what was going on, and offered those really great options for resolution? You had to throw in a threat too? In your tweet, you actually replied to users who said they loved your product, but pointed out that it might take a little while to rebuild that trust and integrity by saying, "You are right. Trust and integrity can't be more important. We will try to rebuild it with our community and are humbly open to all comments and suggestions." All comments and suggestions. Unless, of course, you somehow decide they were false and malicious, at which point you're going to take legal action against anyone who said anything against you on social media. That would be a lot of lawsuits, because there were thousands of people who left comments across social media who may have been confused by the factual inaccuracies that you took full responsibility for. Or perhaps was that directed at some of the more prominent voices during this discussion? At this point, the legal action that Wondershare FIlmora has begun against me, the copyright claim and DMCA takedown of a video on my channel, a video that they had sponsored and paid for back in 2020, is still ongoing. For all of you who have been asking, I did file a counterclaim in that particular situation, and it was approved by YouTube and forwarded to FIlmora as of Friday, December 30th. For any of you who are not familiar with how YouTube policy works, Wondershare FIlmora has 10 US business days to review my counter notification. If FIlmora doesn't do anything and doesn't provide proof of legal action against me, the video is reinstated and we all move on. But if they do provide proof of the legal action they intend to take against me, the video stays removed, the copyright strike stays on my channel for the 90-day period, and then I'll have to deal with Wondershare FIlmora through litigation. But that is my problem, and I will deal with whatever comes next. I'm hoping that all of these issues fade away, and every one of us, including the good people at Wondershare FIlmora, can get back to doing what we do best: editing videos and growing YouTube channels. So I'll wrap up here with a message of positivity. The beauty of living in countries where freedom of speech is protected is that we all have the freedom to let companies know when we don't agree with their actions. And no legal threat, implied or otherwise, should ever make anyone feel that they are powerless against corporate entities. I wish Wondershare nothing but success with FIlmora 12, which actually does look pretty amazing. And to all the FIlmora users who stood strong and now can continue their lifetime journey with FIlmora. I, for one, am extremely happy with how this entire situation was resolved. Peace.